Welcome to Debbie's Grow, where we talk about issues that matter to the state, void of politics, fear of favor. The Association of Ghana Industries has strongly opposed the latest utility tariff increase, arguing that utility providers should focus on addressing inefficiencies and operational losses rather than transferring the burden to consumers and businesses. In an interview on the recent tariff adjustment announced by the Public Utilities Regulatory Commission, the Dean of the Greater Accra Regional Branch, Clins Akpelu, questioned the basis for the increment, insisting that the economic indicators traditionally used to justify tariff reviews that do not support the latest increase. So the official contended that the financial difficulties facing utility providers such as the Electricity Company of Ghana and Ghana Water Limited stem largely from operational inefficiencies, including technical, commercial, and distribution losses. Our view is that the utility company should rather be focusing on tackling the losses. We are fully aware that these losses constitute about 30% of the challenges they have to deal with. It appears to us that instead of dealing with their own losses, they will rather find comfort in easily passing them on to the general consumers, he said. Mr. Akpelu described the approach as unfair to businesses, particularly manufacturers who depend heavily on electricity to sustain operations. He warned that the cumulative effect of multiple tariff adjustments since the beginning of the year is placing enormous pressure on businesses that requires long-term planning and cost predictability. For us in industry, we plan ahead. We really need to plan for the year. When you look at the different increments we have witnessed since January and consider the cumulative effect, the burden on industry is enormous, he said. So, I think somewhere on Tuesday or a day before yesterday, it was all over the news that there will be increment from first. There'll be increment in water tariffs and that of electricity as well. And then we spoke about this particular issue. Now there've also been a call that the Electricity Company of Ghana and the Ghana Water Company Limited should rather focus on the challenges that they are facing internally rather than putting the pressure on consumers. I think the last time we spoke about this issue, I said here that during the Public Accounts Committee or an expose, we realized that most of these losses incurred from the Ghana Water Company Limited, the Ghana Electricity Company, has to do with illegal connections. People illegally tap into the lights. They receive water day in, day out without being paid. They don't even pay a dime. And so when it happens like that, it becomes a loss, and then they will need to pay or ensure that that debt is being cleared off. And to clear off that debt, they end up putting the pressure on us to pay. So if this is what has been identified, what is the right thing to do, or what is the solution? The solution has to do with you going round, you deploy your men on ground, ensure that they go from houses to houses, and then they pay critical attention to the connections. If you are illegally tapping into receiving light every day or using water without being paid, then you are fined. They find you. Then after that, every two weeks, the people that are being deployed should go to these places, monitor and supervise to ensure that the right thing is being done. When we don't do that, then we are joking. Because when it happens like that, we bear the cost. And we live in a country where if someone is taking you, so let me put it this way: we live in a country where your salary is not being increased, but whatever you are being used around you, keep the prices keep increasing day in day out. A bag of rice, the amount, the price of a bag of rice in somewhere 2000 or 2017 or 2018 or 2019 or even last year is not the same price as a bag of rice today. A gallon of oil, the price of a gallon of oil last year is not the same price as it stands now. So it tells you that day in, day out, prices of goods and services increases. But what you receive is what you keep receiving. So when it happens like that, it makes it quite difficult to live your life to the fullest. And then you paying water tariffs, paying your water and electricity, all this it's consume a lot of your money. And I can boldly tell you that when you take your salary, 50% of it goes in there. 50% of it goes into water, it goes into electricity. And the electricity of late is not 10 times where maybe you use the lights at the end of the month, ECG will give you your bill. Maybe this is what you own at the end of the month, then you pay. No, now it's prepaid. And the prepaid we are talking about is just like you pouring water on the floor. You see, when you're pouring water, when you hold it like this, by the time you realize all the water is out. So you buy prepaid today, the next minute is finished and you keep buying. So you might budgeted for your money in a month, but by the time you realize it, you've even spent more than you're supposed to. And the little that has been left for you to save, you end up even touching it. That is where we find ourselves. So it will be best if the challenges within that sector is being solved first. When we do it that way, to help. And I can boldly tell you that we still have people who are illegally tapping. Every day, they are doing it. They are doing it. And it's because there is no supervision, there is no monitoring, so they keep doing it. I remember some time back when ECG did they deployed some of their people. And but do you know our problem? The thing is, we start and then along the way we stop. If we do it that way, how are we going to stop it? We are not going to. There is no way we can bring an end to it. But if these people know that all the time you are here, all the time you are there, they are on their guard. They cannot do it. But in a case where you come to supervise, you monitor, you better till 3 years, 4 years, 5 months. No. They will keep doing it. And that is not helping us. So we are begging you, we are pleading you. The challenges within the Ghana Water Company Limited, the challenges within the Electricity Company of Ghana, it should be solved first. Whatever is causing those debts, whatever is causing those losses, we need to pay critical attention to it. Even if it's not only this illegal issue and there are other internal challenges, it should be solved. If not, then they are going to kill everybody in this country. Light bill bekoso, water bill bekoso. Don't forget, people who sell this frozen meat and foods and all that, they use electricity. So when it happens like that, it's going to affect everything. You just pay critical look. Anytime there is an increment in tariffs that has to do with water and electricity, it affects almost everything. Prices of foods increasing, your transport even increases. Because the driver will tell you that the beans I used to buy at 8 cedis is now being sold at 10 cedis. And so if it is being sold at 10 cedis and me, I'm still taking 5 cedis, then what gain am I making? Because mind you, the vehicle he's riding is not for him. So at the end of the day, you go to account to your boss, and then your boss gives you something very little. And then you have to disburse all this little money into other parts And then when it happens like that, are you living your life? Are you moving forward, or are you progressing, or you are retrogressing? So please, we are begging you, challenges within the sector should be first tackled. Thank you for making time with me on Debbie's Grill.